Hi, ladies. I want to issue a huge caution to all of you. And the caution is this: be very, very careful that you do not entertain a certain thought in your head. And that thought is, I deserve a different husband. Ooh. I've been down that road, unfortunately, in my first marriage. I let that thought take hold. I cuddled up with that thought. And you know what? My marriage ended in divorce. So I'm issuing a caution to you. Be very aware of Satan's tactics. He wants to destroy your marriage. Of course he's going to be whispering into your ear, you deserve a different husband. He's also the master of delusion. In fact, in 2 Corinthians 11:14, God says, Satan masquerades as an angel of light. So what he does is he makes you, look at the pastor or the neighbor guy or your coworker, your male coworker, and Satan's saying like, oh, you deserve him. He'd be so much better. In fact, he's your true soulmate. You deserve a different husband. He's been practicing these tactics since the dawn of creation. I think of Eve in the Garden of Eden. Who came in there and planted that thought in her head? You deserve to eat from this other tree. This tree, the only tree in the whole garden you're not supposed to eat from. You deserve to eat from that tree. Look at the fruit. You deserve that fruit. He's been practicing this delusion forever. And you know what? It didn't end up so well for Eve, and it's probably not going to end up so well for you if you bite on that. Because guess what? Even if you do leave your husband and go for this other newer model, trade your husband in for the newer model, guess what? The next guy's going to have problems too. Different problems, but there's no perfect man out there. So don't fall for this delusion from the pit of hell. Instead, when that thought enters your mind that you deserve a different husband, I'm going to urge you to do 3 things. First of all, I'm going to urge you to be thankful for what is good and right about your husband. Focus on what is good and right. And don't tell me he doesn't have any good qualities, because I know he has some. Does he go to work? Does he occasionally play with the kids? Does he not snort cocaine? Some guys do. It's like, you know what? Be thankful for what you can be thankful for, and that'll change your whole, feeling toward your husband. Secondly, if you've let resentment take hold in your marriage, then I urge you to work all the way through those issues. You cannot let resentment take hold, because it will strangle the life out of your marriage. So work through those issues lovingly, gently, but firmly. Maybe you need to see a counselor. Do whatever it takes. And then thirdly, pray for your husband. What an awesome responsibility. You may be the only person in the whole world that's praying for your husband. And I would pray something like this, based on one of the Psalms of King David. Lord, create in my husband a clean heart, renew a right spirit within him. Also, I would pray that God would mold and shape your husband's character to be like Christ's character. And how does Christ describe his character? In Psalm 103, he says he's compassionate, gracious, slow to anger, abounding in love. Start praying that God would mold and shape your husband's heart so that he is compassionate, gracious, slow to anger, abounding in love. Those are 3 things you can do whenever that thought from the pit of hell enters your mind that you deserve a better husband.